The hiss of steam lingers in the chilly air, thick and warm against your skin like a fading memory. The cold metallic vibration thrums beneath your feet as the ancient train settles into the forgotten station before you, one you didn't know existed until this exact moment. Its windows glow with an otherworldly amber light, flickering not with electricity, but with the pulse of countless lives intersecting through time. You didn't plan to come here. The platform seemed to materialize beneath the weight of your indecision, pulling you out of the familiar and into the arms of uncertainty. The rhythmic clatter of wheels against iron rails begins to build within you, synchronizing with the tumult of your own heartbeat. You breathe in the scent of aged wood mingled with faint traces of lavender and smoke. The train isn't just a vessel of transit, but a bridge between what is and what could be. It waits silently, speaking to something deep inside, a call to shed what no longer serves and to embrace a transformation that feels both terrifying and inevitable. Your hands, unsure moments ago, now steady on the cool handrail, as if guided by an unseen force. The faces around you blur into a mosaic of strangers, all mirrors of different versions of yourself, those who have boarded before at moments just like this one. Their quiet determination fills the air, an affirmation that change need not be faced alone. The tracks ahead stretch into an opaque horizon, neither threatening nor inviting, but promising only that the journey will be unlike any you've known. Standing here, caught between hesitation and resolve, you realize the train isn't here to offer answers. It demands only your willingness to step aboard, to relinquish the comfort of the present and trust in the unknown path that unfolds with each turn of the wheel. As the whistle cuts through the mist, you move forward, not just toward the train, but toward the stirring of something greater deep within yourself. The air is heavy and still, pressing against your skin like the weight of everything unresolved. Your breath hangs visible in the cold, uneven and shaky, echoing the tension coiled just beneath your ribs. You stand on cracked pavement at a crossroads, the signs worn and scratched, uncertain which path to take. Around you, the fading light of day casts long shadows that blur the edges of the world, making familiar shapes seem strange and distant. Every step feels like resistance, a struggle between moving forward and sinking deeper into the quicksand of doubt. Your fingers press into your pockets, searching for certainty, but finding only the familiar hollow of indecision. The noise of a distant city fades, replaced by the unnatural quiet that seems to ripple just beyond the rising fog. It's here, in this suspended moment, that the world holds its breath, waiting for something to shatter the stillness. A low, distant whistle hums beneath the silence, threading through the fog like a promise or a warning. Your pulse quickens, the hum morphing into the rhythmic clatter of wheels on metal growing louder, more insistent. Somewhere near, beyond the haze, a train emerges, no ordinary one, but something ancient and alive, its dark silhouette framed by smoky steam and the faint glow of lanterns. It glides to a halt with a grace that defies logic, as if it's been waiting just for you. As the doors slide open, a surge of something you can't yet name rushes through you. It's fear mingled with hope, hesitation blending with a pull so deep it roots your feet to the ground even as it urges you forward. The crossroads aren't just a place of indecision, they're the threshold, and this train the only way across. For the first time, the weight of being stuck does not feel like a cage, but like the final pause before release. You step closer, slowing your breath. The choice has never been simpler or more terrifying. The faint murmur of metal against metal threads through the night, barely audible but insistent, like a secret meant only for you. It vibrates underfoot and curls around your ears, an elusive whisper that unsettles the silence of the empty street. You lean closer, sensing something ancient and alive just beyond sight, a rhythm pulsing through the darkness, calling you forward with quiet insistence. Your skin prickles as the sound grows sharper, transforming into the distant chug of an engine, slow and haunting. The air thickens with anticipation, the scent of warm iron and forgotten embers curling in the cold breeze. Shadows dance along the cracked pavement as the noise swells, layer upon layer of forgotten journeys weaving through the fabric of time. It feels less like an arrival and more like an invitation, a veiled promise of change beyond the ordinary world. You trace the sound toward a neglected set of tracks, overgrown with tangled weeds and littered with memories. Each creak and groan of the rails echoes inside you, stirring a place you had long pushed away. This is no ordinary path. It hums with the weight of countless departures, arrivals, and transformations. The whispering tracks seem to pulse in sync with your own restless thoughts, urging you to listen deeper, to follow what can't yet be seen. A shiver runs down your spine as the shadows begin to shift, forming shapes that flicker between reality and dream. In this moment, the world feels thinner, stretched taut between what is and what might be. There is no map, no clarity, only the whisper pulling harder, a subtle tug on the fabric of your life. And with it comes the dawning realization that you are not merely witnessing this sound. You are part of its story, caught on the edge of a hidden journey waiting to be named. You stand still, breathing steady in the dark, waiting for the next fragment of the mystery to unfold. The night air tastes faintly of rain and metal, sharp and electric as the horizon blurs with a creeping fog. Your breath comes uneven, caught between anticipation and disbelief, as the unmistakable rumble grows louder, deep, steady, and resonant like a heartbeat from another world. From the mist, a shape emerges. A train unlike any you've ever known, its engine glowing with a soft, eerie light that seems to absorb the darkness instead of pushing through it. You stand frozen at the edge of the platform, every nerve alive with the raw energy of arrival. The polished wood gleams beneath your feet, reflecting not only the glow of the train but the swirling emotions inside you, hesitation, hope, and the unspoken pressing need for transformation. This is not just an old machine. It's a bridge, a symbol carved from the crossroads of your fears and desires, waiting to carry you from everything you have been into what you might become. The hiss of releasing steam fills the silence between heartbeats, and a sudden warmth floods the space around you, as if the train itself breathes life into the cold night. You reach out instinctively, fingers ghosting over the smooth steel, grounded now in the undeniable truth that change, once distant and intangible, has arrived. The doors slide open without sound, revealing an interior that invites both curiosity and surrender, a place where the familiar will dissolve and the uncertain will shape itself. As you take a step forward, grounded by the weight of this moment, you understand that the train is not a mere vehicle but a passage. It asks only for your willingness to board, to trust the journey without knowing the destination. The air hums with possibility, and in that suspended breath between past and future, you find a quiet courage rooting deep inside. You step aboard, the platform slipping away beneath your feet. The polished steps feel cool beneath your feet, a stark contrast to the rush of heat flooding your chest. Each inhale is sharp, mingled with the scent of aged leather and faint whispers of smoke curling through the dimly lit car. The soft creak of the door closing behind you sounds impossibly final, sealing away the world you once knew. You settle into a worn seat, its fabric rough beneath your fingertips, as the train hums with a quiet power just beneath the surface. Outside the window, the mist blurs the edges of everything familiar, folding reality into something uncertain and fluid. Your hands rest in your lap, trembling just enough to remind you of the weight pressing on your shoulders, the fears clinging to old doubts, the hopes struggling to break free. This moment stretches and contracts inside you like breathing through water, a struggle between holding on and letting go. The rhythmic click of the wheels against the rails reverberates through the car, a steady, relentless pulse that mirrors your racing thoughts. Memories rise unbidden, faces, decisions, moments you almost chose differently, and with them comes the sharp sting of regret, the raw ache of what might have been. Yet beneath it all, beneath the worry and hesitation, something lighter takes root. Possibility. The steady forward motion of the train promises passage, transformation, something new moving just beyond the horizon. You close your eyes briefly, feeling the tension unravel in small threads, replaced by a fragile calm. This ride is more than a journey through space. It is one through your own tangled depths. Fear does not vanish, it shifts, becomes a companion rather than a prison. Hope does not shout, it hums, steady as the rail beneath you, carrying you somewhere that, until now, remained just out of reach. You open your eyes and lean back, surrendering to the motion, trusting the passage to take you where you need to go. The air here is different, crisper, touched with the faint scent of pine and salt, as if you've stepped into a world freshly washed and waiting to be discovered. The soft crunch of gravel underfoot anchors you to the present, though your mind reels with all that has shifted. The train's distant whistle fades into the morning haze, its rhythmic pulse now a memory etched beneath your skin. You stand at the edge of a new landscape, open, uncertain, yet brimming with possibility. Your breath steadies as you take in the horizon, where the sky stretches wide in pale blues and muted golds. A gentle breeze brushes your face, carrying away the last remnants of the weight you carried aboard. With each inhale, you feel space opening inside you, an expanse where doubt once nested now replaced by a quiet, steady resolve. Every step forward feels lighter, less burdened by the shadows of what might have been. The path ahead is unmarked and uncharted, yet the courage to forge it is no longer a distant hope, but something rising within you, an ember's glow growing stronger. You realize the train was never about the destination, but the passage through yourself, the fears faced, the hope awakened, and the willingness to change. Standing here, on this threshold between who you were and who you're becoming, you feel the world tilt just slightly, inviting new stories to unfold. The journey has carved a silent promise into your bones. No matter how far you wander, you carry this transformation inside. It is the quiet engine that will propel you forward when the tracks end, the unresolved moments rise, or the night grows dark. You step onto the path, grounded by the knowledge that change is not just a moment, but a horizon you now meet with open eyes and steady heart. Subscribe to hear the next chapter first.